Can someone awaken without meditation? The short answer is yes. The long answer is no. So basically, you just don't want to bet all your happiness into the lottery, right? You wouldn't say, okay, everything, your family, buying a house, your future, you wouldn't put all the bets in just going and buying lottery tickets. You're most likely going to understand that you have to work smart, earn money, invest it right, and so on. You have to, it's very immature to think that you're going to win the lottery someday just because you buy tickets from time to time. Is it possible? Yes, that's obviously what keeps people buying lottery tickets, because it does actually happen to some people sometimes. But it's incredibly rare. Otherwise, we wouldn't have lottery. Anyway, just going from out from the analogy of lottery, what I'm trying to say is that meditation is not a hard thing you have to try to become something you are not. But at the same time, there's this extreme clickbait kind of new advice that teachers that say, don't meditate, just stay here and just be present with what it is. And yeah, they're technically right. That's what they're saying. But they're bringing up a very important knowledge that comes from Advaita Vedanta, from Dzogchen, and from other amazing non-dual traditions. And they're just accepting that because it sounds like an interesting thing to say, that you don't have to meditate anymore and because it's your nature. So when you try to meditate, you're actually going against yourself and all that. Okay, no. If you go to the context of these traditions, you will find out that all these traditions are already understanding that you're meditating every day. You're spending time trying to understand the truth about who you are and what it is. So they're assuming that you're doing that. So from that context, you can tell, from someone who's already working hard, you can tell them, okay, instead of working so hard, why don't you turn it down a notch and try to be a bit more smart in the energy you're putting into it? That's what they're trying to say. So don't take this literal word idea that you don't have to meditate for anything. So let me bring you a quote from The Mind Illuminated, a book I'm trying to promote, not because I'm sponsored by that, but because I do think it's a fantastic manual for anyone who's alone and you don't have a teacher, you don't have someone who can directly translate to you the reality of your awakening. Then you have this great book to guide you through the stages on how to get there. I can lead to awakening at any stage. In this sense, awakening is somewhat unpredictable, almost like an accident. Although the possibility of awakening exists at any time, the probability increases steadily as you progress through the stages. Therefore, awakening is an accident, but continued practice will make you accident-prone. It's a very simple idea, right? So you're looking for something very instantaneous, but at the same time, you have to spend time figuring out this spontaneous thing. This is why sometimes meditation is correlated with a skill, like sports skills, playing an instrument, something that in the beginning it seems that you are looking for that, but at some point you get into your own expression and you improvise and you're spontaneous. Yeah, but in order to be able to be spontaneous and improvise, you had to learn a lot before. So this is the case for these teachings too. So please, my friend, don't fall into your ego trap that you don't have to meditate. This is the most wrong misunderstanding in modern non-duality atmosphere. No, it's not meant that you don't have to meditate. It's meant that when you meditate, you don't have to make meditation something that you are trying to reach something in the future. You have to make meditation something you do for the moment being and not trying to change anything, not trying to control anything. That's what they mean. They don't mean don't sit to meditate. That would be stupid. They're talking to you, so they're spending time for you to listen to them. So what this really meant is that in your exploration of meditation, instead of letting your ego turn meditation into another goal-oriented activity, a hard thing you have to swallow because someone said that meditation is good and you want to get rid of all this bad stuff in your life, so you meditate hoping that it will make you feel better. It will make you feel better, but not because you try to feel better. So meditation is like gardening like planting seeds in a field, and you prepare the field with the meditation, and the seeds are the spontaneous understanding that happens. So the more you create this environment in your mind, in your experience, like focusing here and now, and you untrain your mind to be distracted all the time. We train it with our phones, we train it with our worrying about the future, without desiring that I will only be happy if I finally able to do this or that, and when everybody likes me, or when I have enough money, blah, blah, blah. We always make an excuse why this is not the right time to be fully alive. So meditation is actually a ceremony, a ritual, a self-compassion, to sit with yourself and rest. So you're not really doing anything in that sense, but in the common sense, I mean, like what you tell someone, you say, yeah, I'm going to meditate, as if you were about to go there and do something. And you certainly will want to start with an exercise, something like counting your breaths or doing certain kind of meditation technique. But that, as he's talking to us in this book, The Mind Illuminated, is talking about 10 stages that I strongly support. Because what happens is these stages are kind of helping you to calm your mind. And when you calm your mind, then you're able to see. That's all. So the seeing and the understanding is a natural consequence of you just open up your eyes. If you don't open your eyes, you go through life trying to watch another YouTube video, trying to read another book, trying to get it. It won't happen. I mean, that's a good preparation, I would say. But the real deal, for example, right now, as you're watching this video, is, are you fully present? And spending time, making time in your day to be fully present is necessary, because it's not going to happen just spontaneously the moment that you have free time, maybe to sit to meditate. It's not going to happen. Be honest with yourself. Again, going back to this, the sources of all these teachings, they say you don't need to meditate. Actually, it comes from an environment of cultivating meditation. So they are meaning in a very specific way. And people bring this line out of context. Specifically, your ego will love to take that sentence out of context and would like to make, oh, I don't have to try hard. I don't have to go for it. I don't have to really schedule in the morning, schedule in the evening, a time for that, because in the morning you're too busy, in the evening you're too tired, and so on. But it's not going to happen like that. So as much as you could get exposed to teachings, and for example, me talking, in the end of the day, what any teacher is telling you is like sit and observe. And that's what we call meditation. And you can do a myriad different kinds of meditation in order to do it. But if you want me to give you some technical, more mature way of talking about this, you need to still your mind. Your mind needs to be at rest. And only when you're at rest, you can see. If you're not seeing and you feel frustrated, you don't need to try to move things around. If your eyes are closed, you're not going to understand what's happening. How you open your eyes? Well, you just have to start observing your experiences as it happens. But you have to do that a lot. That's, I think, something many people forget to mention, as if it was something you just do. Yeah, the understanding happens in one moment, but how much effort you have to do before that understanding happens? That's something that rarely people really talk. Yeah, this is like meditation is helping you to get closer, and then the thing happens. So you didn't make it happen, but the fact that you get closer to it, it was a very important catalyzer that make it happen. So should you do it? Yes. But your meditation will make you enlightened? No. Meditation will make this space for you to suddenly realize your nature. Should you meditate? Absolutely yes. Meditation will make you enlightened? No. But should you meditate? Absolutely yes, if you want to be enlightened. Why? Because meditation is removing what is on your path to realizing your joy and your natural awakening. So have fun with meditation. It's a celebration. It is, in the beginning, it may feel like you have to try to calm your mind, try to concentrate, but that's just the beginning, my friend. That's why you need books like The Mind Illuminated, or a teacher, or someone who can explain you. Sit there and go through these different levels. And then that's when you start noticing that the more your mind's still, the more clarity naturally arises in your experience. And then you realize you were awakening. Did the meditation do it? no, the meditation, it was just cleaning up your mind. So in that sense, it didn't do the understanding. So the understanding spontaneously happened. But why did that enlightenment happen? Because you meditated. You see the apparent paradox, but in the short, common ground, like personal me and talking to you, you are my friend. I consider you my friend just by watching this video. I'm telling you, do sit and meditate. Don't delude yourself with this idea that you're going to be spontaneously enlightened, spontaneously realize your nature. It may have happened to you because spontaneously sometimes happen, but that's just a little click and it goes away, or doesn't it? It goes away. That understanding that spontaneously came, spontaneously went away. So the point is not how to try to catch that experience. The point is how to allow that experience to naturally reveal itself. And that is the offering of your time to sit and still your body and still your mind through a million different kinds of meditations you could be doing. I'm not saying you should do this or that one. This is the real meditation. I'm saying, no, man, do anything you want. But sit to meditate. Offer your time. Offer your mind to this moment. And count on your mind getting you every time. But you will succeed because your mind is like your hand. Ultimately obeys your brain. If you train it, if you untrain, you can do a nervous breakdown. Yes, your mind seems to be moving on their own. But it's just because you're out of control. So sitting to meditate is like sitting to calm down at an existential level from which suddenly everything will click and you will discover that you're actually already living in a state of peace. Which I know it sounds to be a bit of a paradoxical thing to say, but underneath your personal drama, you, because you are way more than you think you are resting peacefully, untouched by any experience, by any thought, by any emotion. You're just there already, my friend. You're already enlightened. But for you to realize that in every moment of your life, you need to let go. And how do you let go? That's the practice of meditation. It's the practice of letting go. Letting go of your thoughts, letting go of your distractions. I hope this makes sense to you. And I hope this video supports you in your path and it refreshes your motivation. Yes, do sit and try every possible game of meditation you can imagine to ultimately realize what it is. And don't trust that your mind is spontaneously going to win the lottery. Meditation will make enlightenment inevitable. It will have to happen if you pay attention, if you open your attention beyond your mind and just rest. Make time for that in your day, every day, as much as you can. But most importantly, make it consistently over time, every day, every day. As far as you're not fully enlightened, you're not walking on water or, unless you think you have reached to the top of the happiness you can ever find, unless you feel that you already tapped it and that's it. If you feel that you know there's still something to win, there is a more fulfilling experience to believe, as far as you have that feeling, keep practicing and it will become